Gemini. I love being with you guys. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. It's a week ahead look at the energies that you're going to be facing, Gemini energies. So wherever that applies, please be sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and your Rising sign videos. Why? Because the energies are going to be impacting you, so you might as well know what's coming at you. And it doesn't have to be bad, of course not. Sometimes a lot of times it's beautiful, right? There's always an extended, so you can find that link below. It's a continuation of the messages that we start here, and I'd love to see you over there. And then you should know that Gemini comes out every single week with Aries and Taurus on Thursdays Gemini usually comes out before 9 a.m. Pacific time. That means around 11:30 over Eastern time. So, yeah, let's get into your reading. Oh, if you're looking for more Born Without Boundaries content, let's go back. If you like this video, please be sure to show your love and like the video, and then share it on your social media platforms. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. You can just below and then ring that bell and hit all notifications so you get notified when I upload your favorite content. If you're looking for even more content, I have a second channel called Astrology Motivation. Please go check it out. That's where I post daily tarot card readings, my weekly astrology forecast, as well as I go live on Mondays there for a live astrology motivation chat. I also do daily tarot card readings live every single day on Instagram, so you can find me over there too and join in the conversation. Born_without_boundaries over on Instagram. Okay, now let's get into it. Gemini. 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 Got a lot to say, huh? Heartache and loss. Heartache and loss. If you felt a sobering energy, this is it. This is how you were taught the lesson. This was how you experienced the impact. Now, what does this mean? It means you're still breathing. It means you're still alive. It means that there is so much hurt that came from this. Where did this come from? By the way, guys, I will break this energy up into career, love, and money as I go along throughout the video. Fulfillment of wishes. Financial and material changes. Triumph and success. Rejoice in celebration. You lost a lot. You lost a lot. Mental conflict. Obstacles and challenges. I feel like I'm looking at a life story. There was a huge loss. Everything was going so well. And when things happen, Gemini, and all of a sudden you're like high in the sky, and then all of a sudden it's like a crash. It doesn't make sense. That's part of the reason why it's hard to deal with. Because how could all of this be fleeting? How could all of this be not real? This joy, this triumph, this success, this victory, right? But I don't think you were ever meant to stay there. I just think that sometimes you have to lose everything to really learn just how strong you are. And to learn that you don't need for your happiness all of those things that you were started to lean on for your happiness. You never did, but it gets easy. It gets easy to be complacent with success and with having, and we forget our power. And that's really the most beautiful part of you. Now, ultimately, what I'm seeing here is a resurrection from the heartache and loss. And I know that there's been a struggle to come back. I don't think this heartache and loss all of a sudden happened, is what I'm saying. I know that there's a struggle to come back, but it is coming back, but it's better. You're coming back with the renewed sense of power that you had lost because of the complacency. And I can't stress enough that that's what's most important here, Gemini, is that your comeback is a comeback not to what you had, but to who you are. And from there, you will get new things. I always said, like, if I become a billionaire tomorrow and I lost it all the next day, you could find out how to get back to billionaire because you found the way once. But through the loss, you kind of realize, because the value is in the knowing. It's not in the having, because this is fleeting, right? But the knowing, you can always get it back. No one can take that from you. No one can steal it. It's yours. It's your authenticity. And so what I love that's happening in your life now is this blossoming of the you, the respect for your capabilities, the lack of dependency on social status or needs from the outside, more regard to or for who you are and what you're capable of. So when you return now, it is with strength because you've overcome the obstacles. The conflict is the resolution to the conflict is basically working your way through the obstacles, figuring your way through. Right? It's that mad, torturous struggle of having to go to the chalkboard and figure out the long algebra problem and have everybody laugh at you as you mess up over and over and over again, but the teacher won't let you sit down. But ultimately what that lesson is teaching you is not to hate your teacher, even though you probably will, and you might even hate math, but it's teaching you that if you keep at it, keep figuring, you don't give up. You've got the answer inside you. So you don't have to understand the why. You just have to figure out the how. And it's with this figured out how that you're returning from a place of loss and pain. And maybe even just, and in some ways it's sobering to the point where now you have another perspective and a depth to your character that you didn't have before. So there's more of you to come back. And you're wiser. Gemini. Ooh, isn't complacency and boredom? Yeah, somebody abandoned you. Could have been a lover, somebody that you thought would stay around forever, somebody that you thought was really meant for you, and all of a sudden they walked away. Or the fear of abandonment from a lover, and then, so it's like whatever you feared you had to face. Here we have poverty, lack of love, not wanting to even be anywhere near love, like saying, no, like whoever wants me, who was ever writing to me, it's like you got to a point where nothing was good enough because you thought what you had was the best you could have ever had, or you got afraid of yourself. Like, am I really capable of making positive decisions? Like, can I even do this right anymore? Like, where am I at right now? Where is my mind at right now? I don't want to make any offers. I don't want to make any connections. I don't want to do this. And it doesn't have to be in romantic love. Could be in business, right? You got screwed. You thought you found the perfect situation and somebody just pulled the rug out from underneath you. Strength is bringing you back to success. But it's strength because it's you. It's in you. Right? So it's tackling your fears of living without, of going without. Maybe even in some ways becoming more frugal. Realizing that you don't need as much. Realizing that it's actually transcendent to not rely on as much. This could also be a deep-rooted fear of letting go of something that you consider or has been behaving as a security blanket. Let's get a little more for Scorpio. What do you mean by that? Yeah, there was definitely some hurt that happened. Could have been a death, a loss of a loved one, or an actual attack. And, we never expect this, especially not from somebody that we love. Can you just define this a little bit more, please? What was this attack about? Geminis. What was this attack? Oh my God. What was this attack? Can you please clarify the Eight of Swords, please? What was this attack? I feel like it was a character attack, but what was this attack? Can you just clarify the Eight of Swords for Gemini? What was this attack? Came from somebody that you trusted. It was the death of maybe a relationship or a marriage or a connection or a household. And this was kind of a sickness in your resources. So ultimately, I feel like somebody that you trusted a great deal took a swipe at you and your resources. And walked away triumphant somehow. Like walked away. You can like apply that to however it's working in your life. This is in the past. But this is kind of what set you up. Like, so it was not only the hardship of the betrayal, but it was the hardship of seeing them get away with it. Like, what? A huge abandonment, because now it's like, how could anybody be on that person's side, right? How could anybody see that person's side? Are you still there now? You're not still there anymore. But there was fear to deal with in coming out. And who do I trust? Should I trust again? And the answer is no when you're first starting to come out of this grief. The answer is just focus on you. Focus on getting your life back together again, getting yourself in a safe place, getting yourself into a place where your heart doesn't feel like it's crumbling every second. Whatever your scenario is, no, it's not about trusting other people right away. It's learning how to trust yourself again. But now you're getting to the point where you're starting to open up. Because you trust yourself enough to realize nobody could ever take you down that way again. Because you're different. You're stronger. Gemini. It's time to go. Which means now it's time to move to the next stage of your life. Now it's time to allow yourself to be more whimsical again. Like I said, you're coming back into the heart that you were before all this happened to you, but it's a stronger heart. Time to go and imagine. Let yourself open up wherever you'd like to go, or go into your imagination. Believe in your dreams. Like that, I know that sounds so cliche. Mending, that's right, because you're healing. It's like, once again, you can go where your imagination takes you. If you have felt like there was, like, you couldn't think right for a long time, or, you used to be so talented as a writer and then you just couldn't, you had writer's block. There was no inspiration. That's because all your energy was being taken to heal. You're starting to feel this return of your strength, return of your creativity, return of the inspiration that makes you creative. That's coming back now, because guess what? You've spent enough time in the underworld rooting yourself and healing yourself. Now it's time to emerge into the sunshine. Let us get to career. How is this energy impacting Gemini career? There's something over, and it's heartbreaking. It's almost like you have to accept that that's never going to be the same. Something's broken in terms of career. The worst is over, but it's also heartbreaking because you felt betrayed. You feel betrayed by colleagues. You feel betrayed by people that it's almost like in some ways you feel like your career itself betrayed you. Could have been people within your industry that betrayed you. Maybe they didn't hold somebody accountable for what they'd done to you. And what happened there was that you took that anger and you took that hurt and you projected it onto the career itself. So your career is taking a big hit here because there's some connective point between the pain and the career. So it's almost like in some ways you were done. You were done with it. Are they really done with it? Is Gemini really done with it? I don't feel like you're completely convinced. Let's put it this way. I don't feel like you're completely like you're interested. It's not like you've lost interest. But there's still rumors, there's still talk, and that's still a problem. People still do want you, but ultimately you're not as interested as you used to be. You know, I just feel like right now you're just not that secure in terms of your career path, in trusting or giving the level of trust that you used to. We will dive deeper in the extended. Let's get to love. Love for Gemini, please. Love. 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 You're reminiscing or still looking back. Yeah, hardcore, because this could be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your thoughts are on somebody, your ideal. Your thoughts are on somebody maybe from the past. Somebody who clearly isn't in your life anymore. The Six of Cups is thinking about this person. I feel like this is a newfound appreciation for what the two of you had, because this isn't the person that, I don't think this is a person that harmed you. In terms of love, this is a connection that you wish you had back, because now you're starting to realize the value of it. Maybe you never realized it. And this could be not just love romance, right? This could be love anybody that you loved. You know, finding that you loved a parent or you should have loved them better. You know, that kind of thing. It's like something's happening with somebody that you really love, where you're starting, and it could be painful and it could be scary for you, what they're going through, but you're starting to realize, you're starting to appreciate them better. It's like food has its flavor back. You're starting to appreciate things so much more. Love with Gemini, please. And it's easier now to love quality over quantity. Love. Sometimes we gotta learn the hard way. Okay, we'll leave it there. Nothing more wants to come out. Let's get into money. There's some sort of confusion here. Maybe more information needs to come in, or you're missing money right now. You're not really sure what happened to it. But this is more information needs to come in on finances. You're waiting for what kind of information on finances? About sickness, maybe about workman's comp, or about, like some sort of compensation for when you weren't well, or some sort of, it's like information has to come in on somebody's mental structure or mental illness or illness itself or worry. Oh, it's keeping you up. this lack of information, or maybe not lack of funds, but lack of information on funds, or maybe decisions are being made about funds that are stressing you the fuck out. So what's going to happen? Can you tell us? Why is this like this? 3 of Wands. Start looking in new directions. It's almost like you're starting to look in. Oh no, it says your ships are going to come in. Or you're trying to learn. Can you please clarify the 3 of Wands here with money? Because I feel like you want to learn something. Please clarify the 3 of Wands. For Gemini, please, with finances, with money. Please clarify the 3 of Wands. No, nothing more is coming out of this deck. Oh, yes, it did. Ah, the King of Wands. And oh, I just realized it wasn't just the 3 of Wands. It was hidden. Yes, your ships are going to come in. Money is coming to you. Money is coming to you. I think that you've been stressing over the fact that why isn't it here? But money is coming into you. You're owed it, and the universe agrees. So it's coming in 3 weeks, 3 days, something like that. I don't think 3 months, but money is coming into you for hard work that you've done. And it's almost a sense of something that you created, or yeah, it's owed to you. It's like it wants you to. This King of Wands, when translated into money, is you have ideas for it. You know what you want to do with it. Maybe that's why you're in a hurry, and it's frustrating you that you don't have it in your hands right now, because you know exactly how you're going to use it. All right, let's go to the extended. I hope you will continue this message with me, Gemini. The link is in the description box below. I love you guys.